Every morning, those who lived near the small cemetery on the town's edge would witness a familiar sight: a golden brown dog lying quietly beside an old grave. Through rain or shine, in snow or wind, the dog never left. No one knew where he had come from. All they knew was that for more than a year he had remained there, never wandering far. Many offered him food and water, but he only ate when truly hungry, then silently returned to the grave. His mysterious devotion moved and saddened all who saw him. An elderly man nearby said the grave belonged to someone named Thomas, a gentle soul who lived alone and had a deep love for dogs. He had died in a car crash not long ago. Shortly after that, the dog appeared. No one knew the true nature of their bond. They only saw the dog's eyes, sorrowful and deep, as if forever waiting for someone who would never come back. One day, a young woman appeared at the cemetery. Her name was Emily, 24 years old, a volunteer at an animal rescue shelter. She had heard the story of the mysterious dog and wanted to find out more. As soon as she approached, the dog backed away, eyes wary and guarded. Undeterred, Emily returned every day, sitting at a distance, bringing food and talking gently to him like an old friend. She never tried to force him to come home, just quietly stayed nearby. Day by day, the distance between them shrank. One day, the dog slowly came closer, sniffed her hand, then quietly walked away. Emily could feel the pain he carried, a wound not easily healed. It was clear he wasn't ready to leave the one he loved. A quiet promise grew in her heart. She would help him trust again. A week later, Emily visited the cemetery office and asked to learn more about the deceased man. They showed her some records and an old photograph, a kind-looking man with a gentle smile, holding a small puppy in his arms. It was Thomas and the same dog, now older, but with the same soulful eyes. Emily asked to take a copy of the photo. That evening, she returned to the cemetery with it in a small frame and placed it in front of the dog. He looked at it, froze, then slowly rested his nose on the picture. His whole body seemed to tremble. No one could say if dogs cry, but his eyes were red and wet. For the first time, he lay down beside Emily without running away. She gently touched his back and whispered, "He'd be happy knowing I'm taking care of you. You're not alone anymore." And for the first time in over a year, the dog closed his eyes and drifted off to sleep, not from sadness, but in peace. After weeks of visits, Emily was finally allowed to take the dog home. At first, he hid in corners, gazing out the window as if waiting for someone to return. But day after day, with Emily's gentle care, his heart slowly began to heal. She placed Thomas's photo on a small table in the living room. Every day, the dog would go and lie beside it. Emily never forced anything. She simply lived quietly beside him, two souls healing from old wounds. Bit by bit, he began to greet her at the door after work, his tail wagging gently, the sadness in his eyes beginning to fade. In that little home, love was growing again. She could never replace who he lost, but she gave him a reason to go on, a new family, a different kind of embrace. A year later, Emily brought the dog back to the cemetery. He walked slowly, then lay down beside the grave like he used to. But this time, there was no sorrow, only peace. Emily placed a small bouquet beside the now faded photo frame. She whispered, "I kept my promise. I'm caring for him just like you would have." The dog looked up at the sky, then gently rested his head on Emily's lap. The story of the loyal dog spread across town, a tale of love beyond words, of a faithful spirit that could not be forgotten. Love never dies. It simply changes shape and lives on in a new home, in a new heart. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Help spread it to fellow animal lovers. Every share is like a warm hug sent to those loyal dogs still waiting for someone somewhere in a quiet corner of the world. Thank you for watching until the end. We'll see you again in the next heartfelt story.